Dr. Melissa Caudle, and I have another exciting interview for you today. I am interviewing an author all the way from Germany, and she has a book called Can Disloyalty Pave the Path to Joyful Parenting? Her name is Maria Steuer. Please welcome her, and let's get started finding out everything we can about her. Hi, Maria. How are you doing?
Hi, Mel. I'm doing great. And you?
I am awesome. I'm really excited about today's interview because it hits home very much to me in my own heart, not only as a parent of three, but as a grandmother. And I used to run a school for juvenile delinquents, and I ran into a lot of parenting issues with those parents. So I'm hoping you can shed some light on some things for us and tell us all about your book. So why don't you start and just talk about what breaking your loyalty contract even means?
Yeah, the important thing what I want to let the people know is that a misbehavior of a child is an indicator for that the parents have to have a look in their own childhood. It's normally they have a blind spot or something else or experiences, and when they see their children, they may be triggered from their behavior, and then they react as or on their experience of their own childhood. So it's not only how to handle your children and how to do this and how to do that so that the children are more smarter and more amazing. You need really to have a look at your own childhood and from where your habits and your believing about behavior started.
Well, that's very fascinating, but what makes you the expert on this topic?
Oh, I am a pediatrician and I am a family therapist, and I worked with this loyalty contract for years with parents, and so I see how it works and how families get more um, or an easier way to be together with their children because they stop reacting on their own childhood.
Wow. All right. Well, for just a minute, I want to play for our audience the trailer that you have for this.
Okay,
So
yeah.
if you can, yeah, so if you can sit just tight real quick, I'm going to bring up that trailer for every one of us to see and to listen to. So everybody, this is Breaking Your Loyalty Contract.
Can being disloyal to your parents set you free to be the best possible parent you can be for your children? You'll be surprised to find out why the answer is yes. The reason will be revealed in November 2020 when renowned pediatrician and family therapist Maria Steuer launches her new book, Breaking Your Loyalty Contract. Breaking Your Loyalty Contract invites you to explore why issues stemming from unspoken loyalty contracts with your parents are reflected back to you through your child's misbehavior. You'll gain insight into why you think the way you think and develop the clarity you need to release your children and yourself from unreasonable expectations so you can thrive and flourish as a family. The answers you're looking for can be found in your past. All adults keep subconscious patterns from their childhood and carry them into adulthood. Breaking Your Loyalty Contract by Maria Steuer teaches you how to expose and break free from the negative, deep-seated patterns you developed as a child. This will empower you to give yourself and your children the unconditional love you both deserve. When you discover how to do this, you'll be free to make parenting your children the joyous journey it's meant to be. See a transformation in your life. Breaking Your Loyalty Contract is like a beautiful permission slip to explore your childhood and your family dynamics. The journey will be inspiring, transformative, and liberating. Look for Breaking Your Loyalty Contract by Maria Steuer, coming this November.
Very interesting. With the contracts, is it actually a written contract?
Now, this contract is from the first 3 years when you are only act on your subconscious mind. It's in the subconscious. No written contract, only, yeah. And maybe I should take an example. An example
Yeah.
is maybe um, you have a depressive mother and she is not able to have fun with you, to cuddle you and laugh with you, and she is always sad. And then the baby doesn't get the response the baby need. So the baby in the subconscious mind feels that there is something the mother doesn't have. So the baby gives the mother the fun from themselves. Okay, they take the part of their personality and they think, if I give my mom my fun, then she will be perfect and I will have the allowance, and she too, to have fun with me. But the mother cannot take the fun and the baby doesn't have the fun. So the loyalty contract is, I will never have more fun in my life than you had as a mother. So, and this is the loyalty contract between the baby and the mother on a subconscious level. And then when this baby grows up, then it's very difficult for the baby to have fun, because the fun was given away to the mother, and it's somewhere in nowhere. And whether neither the baby nor the mom, they have the fun.
Well,
And so when
let me ask you this. In the book, do you explain how you reveal these issues that you may have?
yeah, first of all, you have to be aware about your contract. This is the first step. And the second step is really hard, because when you break your loyalty contract, this feels like leaving your mom forever, because you take your fun back to yourself so you can live your whole personality. And it feels like leaving the mom alone, but it isn't the way. So this is the reason why we said breaking the loyalty contract. It feels like breaking with the parents.
It's like a breakup. But these
Yeah.
aren't really written contracts. These are just something
No.
that's innate within them because of the mother-daughter or the father,
Yeah.
son relation, or whatever that relationship is. Is that correct?
Yeah. And this is on an intuitive, subconscious level. They did this. The baby is intuitive and feels what's the lack of the personality from father or mother.
Wow. If
They try, the babies try to heal their parents, so they get parents they need, suitable parents, something like this. But no child has suitable parents. We all have parents that were not the best or the ideal ones for us. So we try as a baby or as a little child to get them in a way we need them.
Well, that's one thing about parenting. When you have a
Confusing.
baby,
Confusing.
no, it's like with parenting, you have a baby and it doesn't come with a manual. So you're kind of left on your own, right?
Yeah, you are left on your own, but this is why I want parents to know that, because when they know the why, then they find their own how. So I can see it. I became a mother last month, and my daughter-in-law, she is a very shy person, and she has a lot of friends. And now I visited them for 3 weeks. They invited me, and I was never allowed to have the baby in my arms. She protected the baby, so maybe as she was protected. So the baby isn't used to have a lot of contact. And then maybe when she grows up, maybe she will be a little like the mother, shy with low contact. And so she reacts on her own childhood in a subconscious way. This is not, she's not willing to do it. She just feels like that. And then when she would give the baby more contact to other persons, the baby would have more possibilities to grow in another way. And now, when she sees this is not really good for the baby, and she can figure out what was her situation when she was a baby, what did her mother do and handle her, and maybe she was the only one, and maybe this is the reason why she was protected or overprotected. And so this handling of babies is given from generation to generation. And it's not it's not wrong to be shy and only have a few contacts. You only have to change your loyalty contract when you feel uncomfortable with situation, and when parents feel uncomfortable with situations. If you feel good with your situation, with your parenting, and your children do not have problems, so you do not have to do anything on your loyalty contract. Just leave it where it is.
Well, I find in my experience, not only with my children, but those the students and the parents, you know, that I had within the school that I was a principal of for over 14 years, I realized that as they became parents themselves and my kids became parents, that they tended to bring everything that I, quote, did right as a parent or as a role model into those relationships. And then those things that they didn't really like about me, they said, oh, no, we'll never do that. Do you find that true?
Yeah, but if it's only the opposite of what you did, it's not a free decision. It's only the opposite.
Oh,
Yeah.
we
So
can expand on that
if
for
you
a minute.
think, if you want to create your free parenting, then you should think about models you saw in your younger life, maybe the mother from a friend, or you saw different types of mothers, and then you think about from which mother want I take which features. So, and then I put all the features I like together, and then I create my own model. And I can only do this when I am free from the contract with my mother. Then I can choose freely and take the features I would like to have to be a mother.
Wow. Now, in breaking your loyalty contract specifically, is it just for parents, or can it be for even other therapists that are helping families, or principals that are helping their teachers deal with conflicts between their students and that student's parents? I mean, who is this book really for? Who's your target audience?
Yeah, I think everyone is the target audience, but parents are in the special situation that they have children that bring them to their limits. You know, when I'm in a relationship and the other brings me to my limits and I don't like it, so I separate and say no way, and I do not have to change anything. And because children are a relationship for the whole life, and nobody is there to change the situation, then because you are at the limit, then you have to change something. But maybe you should do it before you come to your limits. My brother, he married the third time the same type of woman, so maybe but he doesn't feel uncomfortable, so why should he do something?
Right.
This
Now,
is the first thing.
well, if somebody wants to find you, let's talk about your website, number one, and where they can find it, and what all does your website offer?
At that point, the website only offers to buy the book.
Okay.
And after the book relaunch is done, then I will offer a membership, like a monthly or two times a month Q&A, where you can ask all these questions you have, and then you can ask them really personal on your situation.
All right.
And,
so your website is mariasteuer.com, right?
Right.
And so if they go through it, they can see where they can buy the book and why. And it's a very beautiful website, actually. And
Yeah.
they can also review the trailer again if they would like. But if they are having issues, especially unspoken issues not only between their parents, but between their children now. I think this book offers a very valuable context for everyone.
Yeah.
How would they use the book? What's the best way to use the book?
Read the book.
Just
read it. Just read it and read it a lot of times. And I offer 3 gifts with the book. One is a work sheet, how to explore more about your childhood, and I offer a free Q&A to get together and ask and answer the questions. And another worksheet I'm working on is to paint your family tree, so you can explore your childhood. It's exploring your childhood and figure out from where you got behaviors or habits that bother you, and maybe then the children, and then you have problems with your relationships too. It's not only the parents. Yeah.
Well, I think your book is fascinating. Breaking Your Loyalty Contract. It invites any parent to explore the issues stemming from unspoken loyalty contracts with your parents, and is reflected back to your child's misbehavior. You'll gain insight into why you think the way you think and develop the clarity you need to release your children and yourself from unreasonable expectations so you can thrive and flourish as a family. If you are having issues with your family, with your children, I highly recommend this book to you, not only as a mother and a grandmother, but somebody with a PhD in education and specifically behavior modification of children. So this book is phenomenal. Maria has done an exceptional job, and I cannot praise you enough, Maria, for what you have done and what you're bringing to the readership for parents, especially today, times with the pandemic, because I'm sure behaviors are exploding within homes, having to be, confined. Do you have any one last advice for parents that are dealing with this issue, what they can do?
Yeah, the first thing what's really easy to do is make a reality check. Just when you come in a situation where you get overwhelmed with your emotions, then stop, take a deep breath, and ask, is that reality, or are these feelings from my childhood and I'm reacting with my childhood and not to the reality that exists?
That's powerful. That really is. And so I not only have endorsed this book from several, avenues and perspectives, but I really hope parents go and buy this book, whether they are having an issue with their child or not. But I doubt there's any family out there that isn't having an issue with their children. So
This is normal.
it's normal. And I guess when you say normal, I guess they should not even feel guilt or shame that things aren't running as smooth as they'd hoped, right?
Nobody is judging.
There you go. No one is judging, but there is a way to help build and flourish your family through breaking your loyalty contract by you. And I want to thank you, first of all, for coming aboard and doing this interview with me. Again, I thoroughly endorse this book. It is much needed. And I look forward to seeing how your sessions start developing once this book gets out here, because it's much needed. So thank you, Maria, for coming aboard. And I wish you all the best in the world with your book and the future to help parents out there in the world.
Okay, and thank you very much, Melisma, for having me here and to talk about my book. I'm really grateful about this opportunity. Thank you very much.
You're so welcome. And I'm Dr. Melissa Caudle. This is Dr. Mel's Message, and I'm out.